to us then the reasons behind those tracks that you picked for us this evening.
Okay, so every time I've been on the radio now, every guest mix I've done, I've gone for the more commercial sort of stuff, the more like, sing along to sort of stuff and well-known tunes. But this time, I thought I'd educate myself and the listeners as well, and go for the more darker, ravier, underground sort of sounds, so like the 90s rave breaks types. I've teased a few of them type of tracks in my previous mixes, but this time I thought switch it all up and go for the more, ravier underground stuff. And to be fair, it was really, really good fun trying to find them tunes.
Because this is your area, isn't it? This is the area of the dance music you like. You like those the more ravey tracks.
The more ravey, darker underground sounds I love. Yeah. So good, so fun.
So tonight's mix really is a DJ Cuthy mix, because you're not trying to please anyone else. It was all about you.
Well, I do love the more commercial sing along sort of stuff. Insomnia. That's a tune. Trying to think off the top of my head now. Would you class Prodigy as more commercial? Some of it's more commercial, isn't it?
Yes, some of it, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think. Rhythm of the Night. Rhythm as a dancer.
Yes,
Snap. I love all them as well. But yeah, definitely. If I had to choose, the more ravey underground. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you've got to dash off very, very soon, because you have got a gig this evening. You've been busy this afternoon with your streaming live down at the courthouse.
That's right.
And then this evening you're actually there in person, so tell us more about that.
Okay, yeah, so after here, I'm going back to the courthouse. Me and the rest of the team for Energy Never Dies. So myself, DJ Cuthy, Rachel Pardo, DJ Beaten Vibe, and Crossy Tonev, the four of us from the Isle of Man, because we've got people in the UK as well. We'll be in the main bar from 10 p.m. We'll be be playing all sorts of different styles. Last week we did go a little bit heavy, we just testing out, different tracks and all, and see how the crowds would react. And to be fair, they did pretty much go for it. And I finished off quite heavy. I finished off with hardstyle, and it's quite a shock to people, but like not in a bad way. It's kind of a good shock. But they were turning around and like, this is heavy, this and that. I was kind of I was laughing my head off. But this time we'll be going more commercial and testing the more commercial sounds out and everything like that. So yeah, I was looking at the camera. I was like, I too said to doing that lately for my YouTube stuff. But yeah, more commercial stuff this time.
So if anybody wants to go down this evening, it's free to get in the courthouse. You're in that top bar from 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And just explain to us then, because you mentioned a few times this evening you have people over in the UK as well. So how does that work when you're live streaming? Are you able to sort of like tune into them as well, or do you just do different gigs at different times?
We use something called OBS and Restream. My two team leaders, Zach and Rach, Beaten Vibe and Rachel, they use Restream, they pay for it, and then OBS, you basically copy and paste the stream key over to whoever wants to stream, and it just all connects up, the magic of technology these days. And then, you just shout about, and yeah.
And it works.
Yeah, it's all good, it works.